Hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope everybody's doing well. I do want to take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Virgo out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Please keep in mind the energies can reverse. So if it's resonating, Virgo, get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's just not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Virgo? Virgo. All right, Virgo. You are starting out with the Page of Swords. You have Temperance in reverse, and coming out together, we have the Eight of Cups reverse and the Seven of Cups. So I feel like you might be doing a little low-key spying. You're kind of checking up on somebody, trying to figure out what's going on with them. I do feel that this could be somebody that either walked away from you or you walked away from them. More likely you walked away from them. I do feel like you're a little emotional about it. Your emotions are kind of up and down. I don't feel like this is something that emotionally is complete in your life, and you're kind of trying to look at how you might return back to that situation. While at the same time, you know, keeping your dignity, I guess, would be the way to put that. You do have other options in your life. But I feel like you might be wanting to return back or hoping someone else returns back to you. So let me look at who's in your energy. Show me who is in Virgo's energy. Let's try that. Oh, no? Okay, thank you, Spirit. All right, the person in your energy, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and coming out together is the King of Swords along with the Sun. All right, so this person that's in your energy, they're experiencing a lot of anxiety. With the Ten of Pentacles, this person could possibly be in another connection, or they may just be looking at you as being somebody that they would like to have a long-term relationship with. Regardless, there is a lot of anxiety that is in their energy. And they're realizing that if they're going to be happy in this situation, they're going to have to communicate and do so in a very honest and direct manner. You could be dealing with a Leo or a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Show me the energy between Virgo and this person. Yeah, this person needs to come clean with you about something. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's stuck energy that's here between the two of you. Things are not moving forward currently. Show me what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection, please. The Nine of Cups in the reverse. Okay, yeah, so this didn't turn out the way either of you wanted it to. I'm not, well, one of you walked away. I'm not sure which one it is, but I do feel like this hasn't turned out the way either of you wanted it to. Your emotions are kind of all over the place. You know, it's like an emotional roller coaster. They've got a lot of anxiety. They're thinking about the situation a lot. I do feel that, you know, this is somebody who has been waiting to try to contact you or come in. It feels to me as if this person just, they're very worried about something. Let me see. Show me the outcome for Virgo. The Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So that's a decision. There's some sort of a decision that's going to be made after quite a bit of going back and forth and weighing up the pros and cons. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups. Now that's good to have as an underlying energy because it does indicate complete and total, you know, satisfaction and happiness. So I do like that as a underlying energy for you, Virgo. Let's clarify your reading. Spirit, why is the Page of Swords here? for Virgo. I feel like you would like to reach out to this person, but you're trying to kind of figure out how you could go about doing so. At this particular time, I don't feel like either of you have actually, you know, made any kind of a move to do so. All right, so we have the Seven of Cups reversed, the Death card in reverse, and the Strength card. All right, so I can see that there's been an ending here physically. However, you're still emotionally attached and you don't feel like things are completely over between you and this person. You do have strong feelings for this person, and I do feel like, you know, if you could choose anybody, it would be them. However, you know, you've been working on yourself during this time. After this ending, you took the time to start to work on yourself a little bit. I really feel like you would like to reach out to them. You'd like to talk to them. And you might, like I said, be kind of looking to see, you know, like maybe on social media what this person is up to. So, Spirit, why is Temperance in reverse for Virgo? Why is Temperance in reverse for Virgo? Yeah, I'm getting that same energy of somebody walking away. It was either you or the other person. If it was you, you left this person out in the cold. Yeah, you basically said, you know, I don't care what you think about it. This isn't the way I want this to be. And you left them out in the cold. If it was the other person who walked away, then, and it's not really totally clear to me if it was you or the other person, but if it was the other person, it made you feel as if they had rejected you or abandoned you, that they just didn't care, that they just did it with no regard for your feelings whatsoever. And you may still be trying to heal from that if that's the case. Show me the bottom energy for Virgo. There is this energy, though, of just, you know, one of you walking away and just being, you know, like, I'm done here. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Emperor. Interesting. Okay, so I do feel like you're trying to figure out if you should just move forward or not. I do feel like there's something to do with marriage or a celebration of some sort. Yeah, there's an energy of marriage or celebration. So I don't know if there's some sort of an event that is planned that you may be, you know, knowing that you're going to see this person. Because I do feel like there's this energy of trying to figure out how to return or how they're going to get in touch with you. With the Six of Swords here, that's the energy of moving away from chaos, though. Trying to figure out how to move away from a chaotic situation and bring peace into the situation. If this is somebody you could have been married to this person, or you may have been in a long-term connection. I see you taking control of the situation, though, Virgo. I see you being the one to bring stability back into this situation. So let me see their energy. Spirit, why is the Ten of Pentacles here? All right, we have the Moon in reverse and the Queen of Wands. Was this person in another connection and they tried to bring you in as a third party and it got revealed? Yeah, because that's what I'm seeing. I don't see them currently taking action towards you, but they see you as being their happiness. And there's something about things that were hidden that got revealed. So I feel like this person is getting clarity in the situation, but I also feel like they're not currently moving towards you. They're not currently taking any action. If this person was already in another connection and they were trying to bring you in as a third party, I feel like you said, no way, I'm moving away from this. And I do feel that it was revealed. It got brought out into the open. Why is the Nine of Swords here? Because I can tell you there's a lot of anxiety in their energy right now. And you probably don't know it because I feel like they've hidden a lot of that energy. Why is the Nine of Swords here for the person in Virgo's energy? They definitely have a lot of anxiety. All right, Judgment in reverse, the World, and the Wheel of Fortune. They're extremely concerned about how to close out this cycle of anxiety. They want to move things forward into a better, they want to turn the page, basically. They want to move away from the chaos that's here. They're afraid of making a bad judgment call. They may be wondering if you would ever want to see them again. There's this energy of finality that they're worried about. Because I feel like this person, even though they're not currently taking the action towards you, they have realized that you are the person that would make them happy. And I do feel like they want to close out this cycle, but they're afraid to do so. They're afraid of making a bad judgment call here. There could be something cyclical about this as well. A cycle that keeps repeating over and over. Let me see the bottom energy. Show me the bottom energy for the person in Virgo's energy. Two of Swords, reverse, the Devil. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Cancerian energy here. Yeah, this person is extremely drawn to you, but there's something toxic about the connection, and they're trying to be honest about it. They've made a decision here that you are their happiness, but there's something toxic about the way they're going about this situation. They know they want to be with you. They know that they love you. So I think after this ended here, Virgo, this person, you know, started looking at things and saying, I don't know what to do. I want, you know, I know that Virgo makes me happy. I feel like they're going to reach out to you because there's this very strong draw that they have towards you. They have definitely fallen for you. So I do feel like they've made the decision that they are going to reach out to you. However, with the Sun here, they're trying to get clarity on their feelings right now. So let's look at the energy between Virgo and this person. Okay, so we have the Chariot. Again, Cancerian energy. So you may live at a distance from this person. You don't have to, but you might. The Chariot is forward movement, though. That's moving forward. And I do feel like you both have very strong feelings for one another. So it could also indicate travel. This person in your energy, they want to repair the damage that's been done here. They realize how important you are to them. However, I'm not seeing them actually currently taking the action that's necessary. Why is the Nine of Cups in reverse? Why is the Nine of Cups in reverse? Page of Pentacles reversed. Page of Wands reversed. Yeah, so if you walked away, Virgo, it was because you felt like this person wasn't offering you what you deserved. And if they were the one that walked away, there's definitely been a lack of communication. You've been very emotional about this because it almost appears that this person, there was a sense of rejecting you. I think because some of you walked away from them, and for others of you Virgos, this person walked away. So that's why it's so confusing as to who actually did. So I definitely see that there's been a lack of communication here. And neither of you are happy with that. You both want the communication. I do feel like this person tried... I feel like this person tried to close this cycle out and just move on with their life, and they're finding that they're unable to do so. But you wouldn't know that because they're silent. They're keeping to themselves. Let me look at your outcome. Show me the outcome for Virgo. Show me the outcome for Virgo. Show me the outcome for Virgo. All right, so we have the Eight of Wands reversed. We have the Two of Cups reversed. And we have the Lovers. Okay. Yeah, so there's been a decision that the two of you are not on the same page. I see that there's a decision to end this. I see you taking control of your own life here, and you're blocking this person. Why? Well, because it appears as if they are in some other connection. And because I see they have a choice between two people, and there is some sort of toxicity involved in this connection. So ultimately, Virgo, I see you actually blocking this person and moving forward. I think you're trying to figure out how to move forward, you know, whether or not this person is going to come towards you. I see a lack of communication, and I see you realizing that the two of you are not on the same page. But it's taken a while to get to this point, to get to the point where you are saying, you know, this is, you're not offering me something that is of substance. What you're offering me is beneath what I deserve. So I do feel like you may have physically moved on initially, but now I see you actually bringing the emotions with that. So I do see you moving towards peace, which is good. And some of you are moving towards other options that you have in your life. This person's energy, like I said, they have a choice between you and someone else. And this is it's like a life-changing moment for this person. I do feel like they're going to reach out to you at some point, but I feel like you may have blocked them. And if this is not blocked, you know, like you haven't blocked them on the phone or, you know, social media, this could just be you blocking them like emotionally. But I do feel that you're not doing it out of spite. You're doing it because what they're offering you is it's not what you deserve. You deserve more than this. So I do feel they've had they're at a kind of a crossroads in love. I do feel that they had a choice between you and someone else. They feel like you are somebody that is irresistible. You're a strong temptation for them. And they do have feelings. Maybe they didn't believe that they were going to have feelings for you, but literally they are realizing that you are the person that they want to be with. You're the person that would make them happy. And so I do feel like ultimately they will reach out to you, but I also feel like you will block this. Yeah, because you're moving towards your own happiness. Yeah. Bottom of the deck is the 10 of Coins. That's underlying energy. So there's a cycle that's closing out here so that you can achieve the happiness, the full happiness that you deserve, because you're looking for everything. You're looking for, you know, that stability, loyalty. You're looking for a sense of family and longevity. And I do feel that while this person was very attracted to you, they had other options, and I feel that that was not acceptable for you. So I feel like you are now moving away from this energy and moving towards, you know, complete happiness, which would include having the family, the loyalty, the, you know, everything. So I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I'm going to pull an oracle card. Let's see. I just feel that you physically made the choice, but it took a little bit of time for your heart to catch up. Pulling for Virgo. Okay. So your card says entrepreneur. Self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your co-workers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. So you're definitely, Virgo, someone who thinks for themselves. This could also indicate you beginning a new journey. Some of you could be beginning a business or, even a side hustle of some sort. But, if so, whatever this new journey is, whether it's emotional or physical, it is being blessed by Spirit. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Virgo. If you have resonated with this reading, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and also hype the video if you get the opportunity. Until I see you in your next reading, Virgo, know that you are loved, and namaste.